हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। आज मैं आपको प्रोसीजर और मेथड बताने वाला हूँ जो एक कॉलम लेआउट को बनाते टाइम हम लोग को दिमाग में रखना चाहिए। मतलब टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू अबाउट हाउ टू मेक अ कॉलम layout in AutoCAD by using all the layers, all the methods or the procedures. So let's start. For example, I have a room, small room. Let's take a room of 10 feet by something like 10 feet by 15 feet. So this is the room I have taken, and then I'm going to take a column of 10 inch by 10 inches, for example. So I'm going to take a column of 10 inches, enter, by 10 inches, enter, 10 inches by 10 inches column, right click, copy selection. I'm going to do the procedure step by step, and I'm not going to follow any method over here. I mean to say I'm going to follow some method, but not a project today. From tomorrow we'll start a project once you all are aware of the methods. I hope that you are much aware of the basic rules, or you can just copy my steps for your practice. And these are the columns, for example. And let's now explode this. Now we have to make the beam. So give an offset of 10 inches as beam width will be equal to that of column. So let's make the beam width over here like this. Now here next part of it is now we have to make the center line left. Now over here, before going into the center line layout part, we have to form some layers. So we have to go with the layer properties. By default, I am already working on some projects, so I have found the layers, but it will be empty from your side. So to fill it up with those things, how to proceed with it. So now let's first go with this layer properties, create 4 new layers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Give the first layer name as column. Okay, give some different color to it. Choose a specific color that will be suiting to your background. If your background is black, choose according to that. Mine is white, so I'm choosing red color over here for column. Next, I'll give it as for center line. So I'm going to give this center line as some grayish color. It will be very fruitful if you're working with different softwares at once. Then you have to select the line type. So I will load another line type over here. So you can use any of the line types that I'm going to choose and tell you over here. So you can use this hidden x2, hidden 2, or hidden. Apart from that, you can even go with the dotted line, dash lines, or something different from a simple regular lines. You can even go with the center to center x2 or 2x over here. So likewise, you can choose many other lines also. So here I will select the hidden one. So hidden into 2, I'll choose this one and I'll click OK. Just for that example I'm taking. So now select this hidden into 2. Okay. This will just keep watching my tutorials from start to end. So you will be getting a better idea over it, how to work with the project. Okay. So now I've taken it as hidden center line. Now next part of it comes with the dimensions. So I'm going to give it as dimensions, and I'm going to give it as some different color like dark blue type. Okay. Then I'm going to give the 4th layer name as text, and I'm going to give it as some different color again, and that will be really visible to the person who is actually using it. So I'll It has some kind of brownish, dark brown like this, and I'm going to click it. Now, next part of it is like you have to select the columns. So what you have to do, select one column, right click on the selection layer. Okay. So in my case, I've been doing the project, so that has also been selected. So in that case, if it is new to you, you can use select the column, right click, and then go for selection. But in my case, I will select all the columns. So for that, I'll select all the columns one by one, and I'm going to select the layer which I want to apply. That is my column. Click on that column, press escape 2 times. So now column layer has been applied. Now we have to make the center line of this plot. So depends on the software and depends on the working procedure how you work. So basically, I will be taking the center of the beam. So this is my beam, not the wall. This is my beam, and I'm going to take the center from my beam. So before taking the center, we have to mark the center part. So for that, I'm going to take a line that is temporary line to make the center of it for my better use. Okay. Now this planning you should do before making the line. That will be giving ease while working. Okay. Now next, I will click on this layer properties at back again, and then I'm going to switch on my center line part, double clicking on it. Okay. I'll select double click. Don't select hold and then click. Otherwise, rename option will be activated. So just double click on the option. Directly click double click. Click double click. Click double click. That's it. Double click on the option that you want to make it in AutoCAD. Then I'm going to close this one. I'll take a line and I'm going to make it as from the center over here a little bit. Okay, now it is deviating away from the part. So I'll switch on my ortho and then I'm going to make it. So let's extend it up to a bit of convenience. Then the same thing you have to do. You can take a line, draw the line from the center of it to some distance. So to some extent, it is not necessary that it should take some offset value and then you should do it. It is not necessary like that. And then select this one, copy selection, copy it from here exactly till to here. Okay, and then select this one, right click, copy it from this point to this point. This is how you are going to make it as a column layer. Okay, now we have to do the dimension part. Now again, I'll go back to layer properties. I will double click on this dimension one to switch on my dimension. I have two, I think so I have renamed two layer as dimensions. Whichever you have named it as, double click on it, close it, then switch on your dimension and then measure the dimension between these two. Center to center. This is your dimension. Okay. Now here also you have to mark the dimension. Next part of it is you have to provide the text. So before providing the text, now we should limit our line that we have made up to some extent that it should look according to it. Now these dimensions of the layer, this one. So you can choose this dimension also, that layer we have selected, or it depends on you how you what you have to do and what you have done in your layer properties. Okay, now next of it is like you have to provide text. Before giving the text, let me go back to the zero layer and then make a rectangle, making it more likely visible to you all. Now I'm going to trim off TR double enter and I'm going to trim off the unnecessary lines over here. And I'm going to delete this rectangle. It is up to you how you do that, how you make it. Now you can put the text over here. Go for the multi-line text. Type the text like I'll type it as capital A. Okay, it seems to be so small. No problem, you can do the settings as well. So I will be teaching you in the coming lectures about the settings also, how to do with the settings. Okay, next of it is like let's make one rectangle of some 10 inches by 10 inches or some random dimensions. Select this rectangle, copy selection, select the middle part of it, press F8 to switch off ortho mode, then place it on either side of it. Select this, copy selection, select the center point and then place it over here. And then delete this rectangle. Okay, now delete this rectangle also. Now type the text into it. Let it be single line. Select the center point of this rectangle. Specify the text height. So we are going to give it as something around. It is the box is of 10 inches by 10 inches. So let's keep it as 5 inches. Angle of text I'll keep it as 0, and I'll type it as capital A. Click anywhere and press escape 2 times. I'll show you again. So let's move it exactly to the center of this, approximately. Now again, I'm going to copy this. Rather, I need to show you the steps once again. So I'm doing it. Single line. Select this point. It will ask you the text height. Just keep it as 5 inches. Enter. Then text rotation 0. Enter. Okay, this is what you have to do. So text, single line. Select this part. 5 inches. Enter. 0. Enter. Type the text as capital B. Okay. Click somewhere outside. Press escape. Select this one. I'm going to select this one. Right click. Move and move it to the center of this rectangle. This is what you have to do. Now select this in this format. Don't select it like this. Select it like this and then go for mirror option. Select the center point and mirror it from here. Press no and then come out of the command. Then same thing you have to do, but here you should take it as 1. So now select this one. Right click, copy selection. Place it over here and then double click on it. Change it as 1. Right click, copy selection. Press F8 for a proper positioning. Now type it as 2. Now extend this one here. Select this one like this. Go for the mirror option and then mirror it from here to here. Press enter. Now this seems to be so close with that. So we are going to select this one, right click, move, and then move it from this point to this point. Okay, this is how we are. So we are done with it. This is how you should follow the procedure. Coming up in the next video, we have plan, column placements, and then how you're going to make the center line. This is a complete procedure for you to understand. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Stay tuned for the coming lectures also.